from the beautiful islands of the Caribbean and all around the world. Now, super boost your day with Pastor Happy.
Tell somebody, walk in holiness. How do you build up yourself? You build up yourself by walking in holiness. As a child of God, how do we build up ourselves? We build up ourselves by walking in holiness. It says, your most what? Holy. Someone say holy. Holy. Your most holy favor. There's a word there called holy, and then you see most holy favor. Holy favor. So you must walk in holiness. You must walk in holiness. Sin is a reproach. What does that mean? Sin breaks down. Sin breaks people down and breaks them up. The Bible said the way of the transgressor is what? Hard. You know when somebody gives their life to Jesus Christ and they start living for God, they start looking younger. Have you realized that? They start looking good. They look refined. You see them, you're like, wait, you came from America or something. They're just looking fresh and looking nice. Have you ever seen a backslider and see how they look? If they ask you to date them for free, you won't even date them. They just don't look like the same person that you knew. Have you ever seen somebody, you used to love them before, but you see how they look now, like, what in the world was I even thinking? How did I even, you couldn't even imagine it. That's how the way of the sinner, the transgressor is. The Bible said the way of the transgressor is hard. Sin breaks people down. You see, when people start living in sin, they start looking ugly. Have you ever seen people who start living any kind of old life, drinking and smoking? You see how they look at them. Yeah, either the rum will start make them look like rum bottle. You could see the person, whatever you're doing, they take the shape of the rum bottle. You could see somebody that drink, when you see their face, you can know this one, they drink something. If it is beer they're drinking, you see they start having beer belly, And if it's cigarette they're smoking, they start looking slim like cigarette. That's what sin does to people. They start drying up. They're not glowing anymore. They're not looking nice anymore. They're not looking attractive anymore. Amen, somebody. Sin doesn't build people up. Sin dry people up, break them down, mash them up, as we would say. That's why the Bible said in 1 Peter chapter 1. It says, be ye holy, for I am holy. Be ye holy. Strive to live a holy life. Endeavor, do whatever you have to do to live a holy life. Even if it means you have to leave some friends so that you can live holy. Amen. If you realize that this job is not encouraging you to live a holy life, I said, give up the job. Yes. I always say this here because I realize here in the Caribbean, we always put our job before God. In Africa, we don't do that. God comes first. So I'd rather be without job to serve God than to have job and don't serve God. I remember I told you the story before when I used to work in this shop and I told them I really have to go to church. I do my work, past 4 and all of that. When it's time for me to close the shop, I close the shop or sign off and I got to be at church because God is my source. And the time came, I told them, I said, I don't have to do this job in order for God to take care of me. And when I quit that job, people that I did not, if they're not family members to me, they were sending money to me from overseas every month. I paid my rent and took care of my feeding for almost a year. And it gave me the opportunity to do more, serve the Lord more. So I'm not telling you something that I don't know. I'm telling you what have worked for me. Amen, somebody. God always comes first. You put your feet down in your workplace and say, I want to serve God. Please, and you talk to them with wisdom and love, and they will cooperate with you. And if they don't, you have to just believe God. Can I get an amen to that? Amen. Because sometimes God is testing you. And He sees your faithfulness here. And before you know, the door that God opens for you will blow your mind up. Are you hearing me, somebody? Amen. So don't find yourself in situations that does not encourage you to serve God, to live for God, and to serve God. And don't hang around with people that drag you into sin. Some people, they want to come out of sin, but there's some people that are holding on to them, and they keep pulling them back into the sin. Every now and then you have to cut them loose from your life because you want to serve God. And how you build up yourself in your most holy favor. Holiness. Holiness build up people. The Bible says righteousness does what? Exalt a nation. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 34. Righteousness does what? Exalts a nation. Yeah, Proverbs 14:34. Righteousness lift up people. When you live right, God will lift you up. Amen. When a man's way pleases God, God will make all his enemies to be at peace with him. God fights your battle. God take care of stuff. Righteousness will establish you. Righteousness will open doors for you. Righteousness will magnify you. I'm not saying as though we are perfect, but I'm saying you don't make conscious effort to continue in sin. The Bible says we should never practice sin. Some people, they sin and their conscience doesn't bother them anymore. They don't see anything wrong with it. The Bible says give them a reprobate what? Mind. They see nothing wrong with it. They begin to give themselves to lust, to the flesh. So man begin to go with man and don't see anything wrong with it. Woman begin to go with woman and don't see anything wrong with it because they have crossed the place where their heart has been sealed, their conscience has been sealed, and they have no fear of God anymore. We must fear God. Tell somebody you must fear God. The Bible says it's a dangerous thing to do what? To fall into the hands of the living God.
Thank you for watching Super Boost Your Day with Pastor Happy. For more information about Pastor Happy and Thy Kingdom Come Deliverance Sanctuary, please visit us online at www.kingdomdeliverance.org and on Facebook. Go to www.facebook.com/Pastor Happy. While in the beautiful Caribbean Spice Island, Grenada, we'd love to have you at one of our super services at any one of our locations. It's more than a church, it's life transformation.